Um, Today's video is not really going to be a fun video. I kind of talked about something more political on Tuesday for like the first time. I'd kind of tried to keep out of that stuff before. This happened yesterday. I didn't really know if I wanted to make a video on it because I don't know, it's something that a lot of people will talk about. I'd be surprised if you didn't know, there was a mass school shooting yesterday in Parkland, Florida. 17 people were killed, and more are still in critical condition. I don't even really know how to say anything, because how do you express something that's so despicable? There are no words for what happened. It's so awful. And I'm not going to get into the extent of it because I don't think I can do that. And there's just no way that I could say anything that would make It's been really weird. I don't know if that's a good word. I definitely think that there's something to say about the experience of growing up during the time when these school shootings are so common, because we don't even talk about them anymore. We used to more. Sandy Hook was something that we talked about more in school. This we did not even, I don't think, mention in my classes today. I don't understand how that happens, how it's come so far that no one cares anymore, or people care for a couple days and then everyone that was affected is just kind of forgotten about by the mass public. Really not okay, because this is not an issue that's going away. It's not something that's changed in the past, 10 years. It's becoming more and more prevalent, and at some point, when do we say enough is enough, and when do we realize that it's not just a few people that are crazy? Or if it is just a few people that are crazy, how do we stop it from happening? When does it end? Where do you draw the line? Is it at 10 school shootings? Because I'm pretty sure there's been more than that. Is it at 100? Sandy Hook was over 5 years ago in December 2012. All too recent, and since then, at least 439 people have been shot in school shootings. In 273 schools, there have been 273 school shootings in the past 5 years. And it says like 112 people have been killed. Most of them are probably children who, in my thought, we can't even vote. So we can't even do anything about it. We're the ones with the experience. These Congress people are not the ones that are being affected. These kids can't even do anything about it. It's selfish what's happening. It's all these organizations and people want to keep their guns because it's the Second Amendment, but they won't take into account other people. They just want their guns because they like them. You know, sacrifices. I think giving up your gun should be way easier than giving up a person's life in always. There is no scenario where that should not be the case. This is, I think, the most deadly school shooting ever. I feel like as a student personally, I'd say most of the people I know don't imagine that we would ever be in the situation where there's a school shooting at our school, and I think that it's not out of realism. I think it's out of hope and kind of denial that it does not happen. This can't go on. 17 people died. And there was no reason that they had to. They didn't even know this person who came to their school. And it's not even just school shootings. There's shootings like the one in Las Vegas, the one in Orlando in 2016. It's so common that the press on these shootings lasts maybe for a week and then we're back to the next thing because our president does such ridiculous things that we can't even focus on what matters. I just want to say that we need to remove the politics. When can that happen? When can we please just remove all of the politics and discussion about this? Because there is no discussion. There's no discussion that this is one of the most horrible things that a person could ever do, and one of the most horrible things that anyone could ever experience. There's no reason there should be an argument because this needs to stop, and it needs to stop before this is not the most deadly school shooting ever. These kids aren't grown up yet, and they're faced with such a tragedy. When will the politicians grow up and finally fix this problem? I hope that we can move forward from here, not only for those who were affected by this tragedy, but also so that we can stop this from happening again.